So this is how to create a basic Python calculator. And basically what you do is a three-step process. You enter the first operator, so let's say an asterisk for multiplication, and then you do the first number, 7, will be multiplied with, let's say, 3, and then it calculates this as a floating point number for you. Now let's say that you want it to not be 21.0 but just a full number. So what you can do here is then to say, let's go to the multiplication, and then we round it. And now if we do the same thing again, multiply 7, 3, and now the result is just 21 without the decimal. But let's say we want to have accurate numbers and we don't care about the 0.1 at the end, so then we can leave it like this. And to break it down, you ask for the user input, then you define the numbers, and then you say if the operator equals the plus sign, then the result, and you assign num1 plus, so this variable plus this variable. And because we've typecast them as floating point numbers, that's why we have the decimal in the result. If we run this, so just as an example again, let's say plus, and then it's 5, and 5 is 10.0. Now if we make this an integer, it should turn it into plus 5, a number without the decimal. So there we go. But because we were dealing with math and we want things to be accurate, we want this to be floating point numbers. Now let's say you want these results to be rounded to 2 decimals. So what you can do here then is 2, and you do this, and let's say we do it for this one and this one and this one. And now if we run it again, let's say we divide it and we take some funky number like this, and it will round it until 2 positions behind the decimal point. Right now if we change this, let's stay with the division here, and we make it 7 points after the decimal. We run it again, let's say again division, funky number, another funky number, and now we have here, as you can see, 7 points behind the decimal. So the formula here is round and then comma 7, and honestly I find it a bit surprising that the 7 is within this bracket, right, rather than here. Intuitively this would look more right to me, because this is the result bracket and this is the round bracket, but that's not how it goes. I actually wonder why. Let me actually ask ChatGPT. Okay, and ChatGPT gave me the answer that the way the round function works in Python is we have number and n digits. And number, of course, is the value we want to round, and then n digits is how many decimal places we want to keep, right? So see here we have round. Okay, yeah. And then there's result on this. Okay. okay, but let's remove the rounding thing entirely. And what do we want here? But what we really want is to have a little bit of a fail-safe. So let's say if somebody here types pizza, and then we have 6 process. So here nothing happens, which is why we do this. Else, and then yes, print, and then we do an f string. Exactly, operator is not a valid operator. There we go. And now if we run this again and we type Python 5, Python is not a valid operator, right? So now at least we have an explanation why the thing that we hoped for is not happening here, which makes it easier for this user to figure out what to do. Yeah, and this was my little session following Code Bros section on creating a Python calculator in his free full Python course, the 2024 version.